like an intro, I feel like we have to be like, brrrr. That's all I've got. Hi. I'm doing this so that I have volume.
You tell anything different about my face?
Your chest looks red.
Well, besides that,
Oh, what happened to your face?
I got soft wave today.
What's
It's
that?
like this new thing that we're like testing out that we might buy. It's a machine, but it's like a non-surgical facelift kind of. So it's like supposed to tighten and everything. And you can tighten like your stomach, and I did my like lower face. So it takes like you can kind of see immediate results, but then it takes like 13 weeks to set in. So
But you can do it same day and like go out after. You don't have to like recover anything.
just like it like heats up really hot, and then it kind of will like stop. It kind of feels like a little rubber bands like popping on your face.
So I'd hate it. Cool. So I'd
You did pass out in the chair, but I was kind of excited about it.
excited. I'm like, so I'd hate it. Cool, cool,
Yeah,
cool.
yeah, you know.
You know what? Did you ever meet my friend Kel? I feel
Who?
like no. Kel, she doesn't live here anymore. But she used to take Xanax to go get Botox. And I've always wanted to ask you, is that true?
I think we should do that to you.
I was about to say, can we do that? Because I feel like it would help me a lot.
It helped me a lot. It would help both of us a lot if you took that and then I could inject.
Can you? Is that like legal?
Yeah, you can do that. I mean, you probably need someone
Wait.
to like, drive you to and from your appointment, but I think it's appropriate, you know. Then we won't pass out. We won't need gummy bears. We won't need all the
Right.
things.
Right. We won't look like we're gonna die the entire time. Though you do a really good job. Like whatever you did, I think you did a little bit of filler in my cheeks last time. It still looks good.
Well, yeah, I think it's gonna last longer than just like 3 months. So,
How long does it last?
usually like a year. I mean, some will argue me on that and say that it lasts forever, but it depends on the filler and it depends on the person filling it. So,
Have you ever like washed your hair and you forgot to wash a part?
no, because I wash my whole head.
Okay, well,
Sometimes when I'm lazy, I do try to just wash like the top part
yeah,
here, but then it gets all messed up and I end up having to wash the whole
okay,
thing.
you know I'm on like a hair health journey and I'm using all these oils and serums. Like so effectively, unless I'm going out, my hair's always slicked back because like it's always got the oils in it. Like unless I'm going out. Because like if I'm at work, like who cares? Whatever. Like you guys
Today, do you have a bow in it?
yeah, we'll get there. No, because it's like I blow dried it and then I bowed it over here so it'll have volume when I take it down when I flip it.
Oh, I thought you were like wearing the bow out, and I was like, "This is like
No,
a Sunday school look for you tonight."
I'm really just going for it.
Sent Eve 100%. I was like,
Glenn, choke me with my bow.
yeah, there's one. I'm over here like Black Vixen, and you're like, okay, I'm gonna wear a little side part and a bow. I'm like, oh, we're really rolling it back.
No, so I pin it over here so I have volume, right? But the point being that like I really have to get into washing it now because every time I wash it, it's had oil in it for like 2 days, right? And I realized like I did all my scalp. I thought like we just have like an oil slick right here. Like what are the
Hold up your cowlick too, though.
This is?
Yeah, doesn't it kind of like start up here, kind of?
This is the side of my head, bitch.
Oh, well, I can't really see. It's hard to see.
When are you getting LASIK?
I need that badly.
Hmm.
Or I probably just need to change my contacts.
Wait, so you said you had something you wanted to ask me, but you wouldn't ask me in advance of us recording because you wanted my reaction.
Oh, did you say that Bonnie Blue is pregnant?
Yeah, yeah.
Okay.
You sent it to me. You sent it to me. It's also, I don't think it's Bonnie Blue. It's someone else, isn't it?
No, it's Bonnie Blue. I want to know if it's one of the 1,000 guys that was train banging her.
I thought it was Lydia something. Is her name Lydia? I'm pretty sure it's Lydia.
I thought that it was Bonnie Blue, and I was very shocked to see that. And I was like, that's going to ruin her whole like career.
Did it say the words Bonnie Blue, or did you just think it?
Bonnie Blue?
Okay, because what I saw was an article.
Check that.
Yeah, well, what I saw was an article saying that like blah 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 blah. This woman who had sex with 100 or 1,000 fans. Hold on, I'm gonna fact check that right now. Bonnie Blue pregnant. I just
want to know who the dad is.
She's being pregnant.
Oh,
Lily Phillips is the one. Yeah, Lily Phillips is the one that is pregnant.
She should get pregnant, and then they should like bring her on Maury, and they should be like, who's the father, and bring all the 1,000 men into the audience. That would be like a great show. I'd watch it.
So She claims she faked being pregnant to give back to her fans and raise money to cover someone's IVF treatment. So, blah, blah, blah. Denies stating she was pregnant, blah, blah, blah. She's going to take another pregnancy test to see how far along she is, blah, blah, blah.
Fun fact, Eve can read like 300 miles a minute. So if y'all knew that about her. It's something that I'm still very impressed by, and I just want to throw that out there.
Wait, I forget. Like, I told you that I was like the queen of accelerated reader. Did you have accelerated reader?
Yeah. Like
And I don't mean, yeah. And I don't mean like queen, like I'm calling myself queen. Like we literally crowned a queen and a king, and I was crowned the queen of accelerated reader in 4th grade.
Speaking of queen, I am so stoked about this. The queen bee is back, and she's going to
be I saw that.
Season.
I saw that.
I'm so excited. I'm like,
it's on the season of You, right?
Yes, and I'm sure she's going to play a little version of Waldorf. If not You, sorry, it's Nobody Wants You.
Nobody Wants You. Did you see that Nobody Wants You? Sarah Foster and Aaron Foster signed up Tinks for a movie or a show adaptation of her book.
Yes, that's amazing. That's
also insane.
The book hasn't come out yet.
I know, that's insane.
Did you read her first book?
No. The thing I like about Aaron Foster and Sarah Foster is they're such like truly girls, but not in like a girly way. Like in a very, like they're very real. They're very relatable. They're very like kind of, I don't want to say tomboy because I feel like people take offense at tomboy, but what I mean by tomboy is just like they're
like down to earth.
Like they don't seem like so you know those girls that just like can't do anything?
Yeah.
Like they're just incapable.
They're or awkward. Yeah.
No, I don't even mean awkward. I mean like the ones who literally like if you ask them to like put things in the dishwasher, they'd be like, I don't know how to do that. Or like go bake a casserole. They'd be like, I don't know how to do that. And it's like, well, fuck me neither, but I'd go get a recipe. Right. They're just like, they're not problem solvers. And I always wonder if they're faking it or not. It's like kind of a step beyond ditzy. Maybe they're fake.
Act. You know what I mean? We've talked about
that. It's like that I can't like take care of myself. Someone, Tucker, stop fucking eating my flowers. Did I tell you Glenn got me a second bouquet of flowers for Valentine's Day?
Well, that's sweet.
He thought the first one wasn't good enough because he went back and watched my post and he was like, the first one had carnations in it and baby's breath and it looked like a gas station flowers. And then I felt bad and went and got and he was
the fact that he's just bringing flowers is props to Glenn. Like,
I know.
Men, go pick them off the side of the road. That's just as good as the thought.
Doesn't matter. Yeah. But he brought these flowers and then he told me that he'd gotten 2 and I was like, well, where's the other bouquet? So then the next day he came and brought the other one. I was like, you better not have thrown it away. Tucker, stop.
You got a good
one. Eating them. What was I about to say? Oh, so those girls who are like incapable of like, they just can't, they don't know how to like, what am I looking for? Do you know, they're helpless. Helpless is the word. They're helpless. And I think of the opposite of that as being like a tomboy.
Yeah.
Well, what is the opposite of helpless? Capable?
Strong-minded.
Or like independent.
Yeah.
I think of those 2 women as being very independent. Like, well, hopefully, but I think about Sarah and Aaron Foster as being very independent. Like, I couldn't tell you if they're married. I couldn't tell you who their husbands were. I couldn't tell you if they had kids. Like
they're lead with that. They like lead with like other things.
No, that's what I'm saying. Like their identity is not defined by who they're with. I think they're married, but like I have absolutely no idea.
Good for them. I'm looking forward. I think it's going to be great. I can't wait to watch. It's going to be on Netflix, right? No?
It's through their production company.
Oh, I thought they were doing like a series type of thing, but maybe.
Yeah, but it's through whatever their production company is. So then it has to get picked up by a network.
I see.
That's my understanding, right? So
like the industry thing, that's still like all over my head. I'm so helpless in that department.
Well, so like the Year of Alon that does, he used to do The Bachelor, he does Fuckboy Island, etc.
Oh,
like they're on different networks. Like he produced the show, but then it has to be picked up by ABC or like Fuckboy Island was picked up by HBO. Maybe I don't remember. You know what I mean? A network has to still pick it up. So from what I read, I don't think it's been picked up yet.
Okay,
it's going to be produced. What?
Think about the first couple episodes of Summer House. How do you like it?
There's only one, right? Was there another one?
Last night. Yeah. Just came out.
I haven't watched last night's yet. Do I need to catch up?
What do you think about the new girls?
Have you gone and looked at their Instagrams?
No. I need to do that.
Okay, so the one girl, and you
Lexi.
watched Vanderpump Rules or did you not?
She looks just like Lala.
Well, she looks just like Lala, but I'm talking about the other girl. I don't know what her name is with the brown hair.
I don't remember
She
her
looks,
name either.
she looks just like Tom Sandoval's assistant, like to the T. Like,
Oh,
so that's funny. The other girl looks like Lala, but the girl who looks like Lala, Alexi or whatever, she's like a high fashion model. She's like over 1 million followers on Instagram, and she used to date Brooklyn Beckham.
oh wow. And now she's going to date Jesse Solomon. So props to
Did you
her.
see the preview? Or no, it wasn't a preview. It was an interview. Amanda Batula, or however you say her last name is, did, and she was like, "Yeah, I'm not worried about Lexi. Like, if anyone's getting their heart broken, it's Jessie." She was like, she used to date Brooklyn Beckham. Like, she's fine.
Yeah, she'll be just fine. She'll
She's
be
just fine. She's also only 5'6" or 5'7". And
is
she's like a
that
high fashion model.
oh wow. Oh, you're saying because that's like short for high fashion.
Yeah, that's like Kate Moss status. Like the average height's like 5'10".
That's wild.
I know.
It'll be interesting to see. I think it'll be a good cast. I mean, the little conversation now that Carl's in the house and Lindsay and she's pregnant. I'm looking forward to the season. Let's just put it that way. It's probably one of my favorite Bravo shows.
Same. If you were, do you remember when they used to do crossover episodes of Bravo? Did you watch any of them?
Yeah.
Like Real Housewives of Beverly Hills crossed over into Vanderpump. Vanderpump crossed over into Summer House. Like that's how we got introduced to each of them. There'd be like a crossover episode.
Oh, that's
Like Stassi and Katie were on Summer House.
Summer House.
Yeah.
Yes,
Yeah.
I do remember this. And they would go and like visit and stuff.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I wish they did more of that. Like I wish the Real Housewives like crossed over. You know what I mean? Like introduce the new cast. Like we're going on a trip to like, I don't know,
Utah.
Nashville. Or well, yeah, like Nashville, and like here's the Real Housewives of Nashville. Randomly ran into them on what is that street? Broadway.
You know what I'm waiting for though? I'm waiting for them to put a Real Housewives of Charleston. Like I'm surprised they haven't.
Okay. Have you not even seen any like any tea about that?
No, I was getting like looked at even like when I lived there. I remember hearing through the grapevine that some people had been talking to production about interviewing different women to get on the show. That was like right when Southern Charm though was like still fresh, and I don't think they wanted to like take away from Southern Charm. But I think it's coming because Madison LaCroix is going to be on Housewives. I mean, she deserves it, not 100%. So
but that's what's so weird, right? So like the Real Housewives of whatever city, the whole premise was that they were like rich, right?
Yeah, that's true.
So it's like Madison LaCroix, love her, but she's not like.
Well, I think she's like getting to that status. She might not be Beverly Hills, but I think she's getting up there now.
Well, she's getting money from influencer deals, but
Yeah.
that's like not in my mind. That's not like Kyle Richards, like Kathy Hilton status. You know what I mean? Like,
I'll agree with you.
Like I love Madison. Don't get me wrong, but I'm like, it feels like they should have a new era. Like, you know what they did with New York? Do you watch New York?
Yeah, but it's like a lot younger, and I like the old New York. I'm like a tried and true there. Like bring back California.
Yeah, but that's what I feel like Madison would be like a younger Charleston. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
I want like a Patricia era Charleston Real House.
Amazing.
Right?
Can you imagine? But you know what would only stink is I wonder if those women would like let their filters go and actually like show their true personalities, or if they'd be like, oh, we're just gonna sip tea and pretend like, oh, bless your heart, bless your heart, bless your heart, you know?
Well, like to some degree, like they do, like Patricia does. Did you see the TikTok where she like clapped back at this girl who went after Whitney for being like a drunk on all the episodes?
No.
So, you know how Whitney's like 55-year-old washed up drunk in every episode, right?
Well, and he like lives with his mother, you know?
Yeah. And he's an executive producer on the show.
You're like, go get your place.
Yeah. So the wild part is that like he's an executive producer on the show. You would think he would see final versions before they're published, right?
Right.
He's like kind of wasted in some of the episodes. So this girl on TikTok basically made a TikTok saying that, being like, he's an executive producer. Like, why hasn't he basically either drank less or told them to cut those portions, right? And somehow it gets back to Patricia, who, how the hell she's on TikTok, I will never know. And Patricia DMs the girl and is like, do you understand the legal ramifications of defamation?
Oh, shit.
This random ass girl.
We love Whitney too. We love you.
We're not talking shit.
Just kidding. We're That's
what I was. I was dying laughing, and all these people in the comments were like, "Oh my god, she's DM'd me too." So like, Patricia be back there. She be keyboard warrior.
Go.
I like, for the most part, don't even think she can see. Like, she like, remember? Did you see that episode where she like, hit the car?
Trying to drive? Yes. Very.
Phone. Do you think Patricia sends her DMs, or do you think it's like her
I
butler,
think
or
it's
like?
assistant.
Yeah. Okay.
100%. 100%. I doubt she's on there. She doesn't have
Why
time
is
to do
her
that.
assistant never made it on Southern Charm? I want to see her assistant.
That's a good question. Maybe we should DM them and ask them that. Where's Patricia's assistant?
I tried a new eyeliner technique. Do you like it? Is it different?
I mean, it kind of looks the same as it always does, but it looks pretty.
Well, no, but you see how it goes down instead of up?
You don't think that'll like drag your eye down though?
Well, so the idea is it gives you puppy dog eyes.
Oh, you want like big eyes, like
It gives you like, because it like makes them wider, and then it gives you like, it's supposed to give you like your eyes look more like little kid like, not like Vixen like, but more like.
you really are going for the innocent thing tonight, aren't you? Damn.
I don't know, it's all in one. Just go with it.
Little dress and little like tulle socks and loafers, and you'll be set. Mary Jane's. That'd actually be a cute outfit.
Yeah, you look great in it. Did you? Oh my God. Wait. So now that I've told you that I'm like obsessed with Giggly Squad and I listen to all their episodes, I was listening to one of their episodes recently. And every time they say anything talking about like Paige and Hannah, I'm always like, how is this always on brand? Hannah was talking about how or Paige was talking about how she listens to every single podcast episode. And Hannah was like, I don't listen to any of them. I don't want to hear my voice.
That's me.
I was like, Brit's like re-listening. I'm like, just upload it. I don't want to hear. I don't want to hear.
That's really funny.
Like every single episode, it's like another thing. I'm like, wow, couldn't get more on brand. But do you watch Traders?
No, but I'm thinking about starting it because there seems to be a lot of like traction with it. I need to watch it. I need to dive into it. I haven't been home. Like I have been gone so much all of January. I was gone almost every night this week. Like even though according to some people, you know, we're washed up. I've had a date like 3 nights this week. Like I've been fucking busy, you know.
I've been busy. That's like, exhausting.
Busy.
No one talks about how like dating is a full-time job.
Oh my God, like, I'm exhausted. Like all I want to do is like lay on my couch and binge watch TV for hours. But now I want to go have drinks and like see my girlfriends, you know?
Right. And like maybe make out.
Life is just so hard.
I have to work out. I have to work a job. I have to date. Well, I don't have to date. Kind of, I still have to date.
To date? You're like going on dates with your boyfriend. Like,
I know, it's stressful. He likes to see me a lot. I don't really know what to do with all of that.
Damn, that's terrible.
You're always like, "Are you going to see him tonight?" And I'm like, yeah. Okay, but to be fair, like, I am a big, how am I going to word this appropriately? It's not going to be appropriate. So I've never been a pillow princess because I'm too much of a perfectionist. Like, I would love to be a pillow princess, but I get...
What is a pillow princess?
You know what a pillow princess is? Like the girls who just lay there like starfish in bed.
Oh.
You know what a pillow princess is?
I mean, no.
Okay, so pillow princess is like a girl who just like chills, doesn't really like do anything, just lays there and like takes it effectively, right? And a lot of guys complain about pillow princesses because it's like not interactive, yada yada, right? So I've always like been like, I don't want to be a pillow princess. I don't want to be like, I don't want them to think I'm lazy or like them to think that I'm not, because I'm not good at initiating. So I'm like, so once they initiate, I want to like partake, right? But it has to do with the fact that I'm such a like people pleaser and a perfectionist that I like want to do a good job. Like I want to get an A+ in bed. So like I go ham. Yeah.
You're like get ready for the test.
Yeah.
Like you're like waiting for him to like come in with like a clipboard and be like, check. You hit this, you hit that, you made this, you did that. Okay.
You made a noise, you touched this, you kissed this, like literally. And the thing about it is like that means it's like every now and again I want to be like, can't we just like have spooning sex? Like it's fine. I get you want to do it. I don't want to. What?
That's like middle of the night sex. That's that's the retainer sex that I'm talking about when he inches over and spoons in and then you got to take your retainer out.
We're not there yet because we're only 2 months in. So I'm still performing. And let me tell you, like last night I was like panting and he was literally like, are you okay? We've gone like off the clipboard. We've gone rogue. Like he's now panting.
You're
I was
like, "Mom,
tired.
I'm tired. Can we go to bed?"
I was tired. It wasn't a sexy pan. It was like, it
Oh,
was bad.
God. You called
Jack the AC up. And he
baby?
always cuddle after sex. And I'm like, no, I'm sweaty. I'm hot. Like, I don't like,
Are you a cuddler?
yeah, like on the couch when I'm watching TV,
Yeah. But I
you
mean, like,
know?
after sex.
No, mm-mm. Like, mm-mm.
Maybe for like a
Unless,
minute or two. And then I'm like, okay, good night. Bye-bye.
yeah, like, well, I'll do it with a guy I'm not dating to like, no, I'm not a cuddler.
I'm not a big cuddler. I mean, I like to
You?
like cuddle a little and then I'm just tired and like I just want to like roll over and like let's just take our space. You know, we can reconvene later at a later time.
Well, and I can also be a cuddler on the weekends. I am not a school day cuddler. School
I'll
days?
understand like when you are on a routine and you want to like get up and work out and like
Yeah.
I remember
Like a
this guy I used to date. He used to get so upset with me because I would always leave at like 5:30 in the morning. But I was trying to be on a routine. I was like, I have my workout class. I got to
right.
be at work. Like I want. And he's like, why don't you ever like stay for coffee? And I'm like, it's not any offense to you. I just don't want to
No.
mess up my routine whenever I'm staying at your house. You know,
Because
like
out with him, you gotta be fit. You gotta be ready. You
right.
know? Like,
Like when we broke up, I'm like, we're still friends, so we like talk all the time. And he was like, you never used to stay at my house. Like you would never just like stay in the bed. And I'm like, yeah, I know. I needed to work on that. You know, so that was good feedback. I can miss a workout.
what's funny about that is that you're such a like lay in better. Like you're such a lay in better.
Oh
Like I'll call you at like 9:30 and you're like, I'm gonna go to the gym, but like I'm just laying. Like you're just again, Paige.
I just like to relax when I
Lay
do
about.
time to just relax, you know? Like I love to crawl in bed and just chill. Like one of
I
my
hear you.
things to do is lay in bed, get a cup of coffee on like a slow morning.
You were just gonna stop at lay in bed. One of my favorite things to do is lay in bed.
I mean that too. Like usually I'm like, spiraling on going down the rabbit hole, but for
Rabbit
the
hole. Oh my goodness.
for being more productive in bed, like reading. That's like part of my 2025 goal.
Oh, I like that. Wait, did you see the TikTok I posted today?
No, I was so busy at work
No,
today.
you're fine. I just didn't want to repeat it if you'd already seen it. But
I actually had to work today, so
well, some of us. Anyways, so you know how much of a struggle it is for me to find jeans that are long enough, right?
oh,
I shit you not. I tried on 27 pairs over the course of like three and a
that's
half
like
hours.
the most exhausting thing in the world.
So exhausting because
You have
putting
on
on,
workout pants and you had to keep taking them off and on.
yes,
Oh,
yes. It was so exhausting, but I was like committed to it because I'm so unhappy with the jeans I have. They're all like, they're either like super skinny jeans from like a while ago or they're low rise from college, literally still have. I was like, you're going to find jeans that look good. You're going to fucking go through it. It was expensive as hell, but I have 3 pairs now. But so then I was like, I'm also going to get some like dressy shoes because that's the other second problem I have is I'm a size 11, right? So I was like,
yeah.
I'm going to get some dressy shoes because I never have shoes. I always have flats. So I was like, going to get some little kitten heels or something to go
Good.
out with. Going out
Look
with Brit
at
tonight.
you.
Look at me go. I go into Nordstrom. I go up to this shoe. Got it in a size 11? No. This shoe. Got it in a size 11? No. This shoe. Got it in a size 11? No. I went through like 10. Finally, I just look at the guy and I go, I'm going to stop asking what you have in a size, if you have this in a size 11, and I'm just going to ask you to bring me everything you have in a size 11.
What
He
did you
brought me
get?
9 boxes.
Ugly ass shoes. No offense. I'm sorry. That was mean.
Yeah. Okay. Must be nice having small feet. 9 boxes. The entire Nordstrom's 9 boxes of shoes. That was it.
That was really bitchy of me. I apologize. What?
There were like two Steve Madden like chunky ass like platform EDM concert.
Oh, not cute ones.
No, there were like 2 or 3 like old lady mule situations. It
You know what? I bet we can. I'll help you do that. Let's go. We'll go to a little shopping adventure and see what we can find soon. Because I like to hunt those down. We need to go to like Nordstrom Rack because my
I know
ex had like a size 16 foot and it was like
Nordstrom Rack always has it. It's where I usually go because they
Nordstrom.
have huge. Yeah, they have a huge 11 and up section. But the thing about it is people are always like, you can order it online, and I'm like, I get that. But there's something so gratifying about going, like, I'm going out tonight, going into the store, getting a new pair of shoes, and like wearing them to go out. And also, like, the long inseam is still too short on me. So the average inseam is 29 to 31 inches. That my legs are fucking long. The average, that's why I like skinny jeans, is because if skinny jeans were a little short, it was okay. It wasn't that big of a deal. But like now that it's in fashion to have like baggier or flare jeans, if they're short, you look stupid. So,
You don't want to wear low rises. Anyway.
they're back.
Yeah.
But so the average inseam's like 29 to 31 inches. A long inseam's 33 or 34. I'm a 36.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
Maybe because you have a long torso too. So everything's just like long from like
Very,
down.
very long. There's a lot of length here. A lot of girth. No, length, not girth. Girth is wide.
That's a good thing. People would kill for, you know?
Yeah, and I get that, but I think that like as a girl, when you go shopping and nothing ever fits your body, it's like the body does more. I just feel big. Everything's always too small or too short on me. And I know it's not like I'm not like large, but it's like I just feel like I just want things to be my size. And
Yeah.
it feels like it's like you have a weird body, you have an awkward body, your body's not the normal size, your body doesn't fit in this store.
But jeans are hard to find in general because like like my issue is I have bigger hips and a smaller waist. And
Right.
so it's like all the jeans will gap in the back,
Have you
and
tried Good American?
well, Good American fits, and then
I was about to
Abercrombie
say
makes the like curved
the
fit
Kobe ones. Yeah.
that makes it cinched more. But for a long time, like especially when I was younger, right before like I knew, and like and my mom would be like, "Well, how your parents would like grab you from behind and like pull them up your butt," and she'd be like, "Well, they fit in the butt, Brett. They fit in the butt. Like you can wear these," and I'm like, "But you can see my underwear in the back, Mom." She's like,
But that was also the era of like people wearing their thongs out. Do you remember when we used to be in high school and like we would wear our thongs like so everyone could see? Like, yeah, check out my Victoria's Secret thong with my bow on it.
I
That
mean,
is
I did
horrific.
school, but
Oh, I did. And I would like lean over.
look at what I got, new panties.
Was I a virgin? Yes. Did I have a thong coming like 3 inches out of my pants? Yes.
I remember my high school boyfriend one time. We had like gone up to the mountains for like a family trip, and he came and he like gave me like Victoria's Secret underwear, and my parents will still talk about it to this day, and they were like,
Wild.
"Hell, like why is some like senior boy giving you Victoria's Secret underwear if he's not seeing them?" And I was like,
Yeah.
"He's not. Like I swear, like I promise. Like I just need a new underwear, I guess." Like
Were they like sexy underwear?
my father was there and I like opened it. My dad's like,
He gave it to you for Christmas?
it was for Valentine's Day. He had like come up to the mountains with us.
Oh my God. Oh my
Ridiculous.
God. Wait, one year my ex, he was going to meet my parents and he came home with me and I was like, oh, like we're going to wrap presents in advance of going home or whatever. And I was like, did you wrap your presents yet? And he was like, I didn't get any presents. And I was like, what do you mean you didn't get any presents? He was like, well, money's a little tight this month. And I was like, you didn't get a single present. You're going home to meet my parents for the first time. You didn't get me a present, my mom a present, my dad a present, nothing. A card,
This
nothing.
where he wrapped each individual and it was like a scarf or something, or like is this what that is?
We're getting there. Prior to that, he asked me because I'd bought this like Hoochie Mama New Year's Eve dress and he'd seen it because we were going to go out for New Year's Eve, not at home once we got back. And he was like, well, do you think I could just wrap up that dress you bought yourself for New Year's Eve and give you that? I was like, no, sir, you cannot. So he went to Dollar General and he got a 5-pack of scarves and a 5-pack of nail polishes. And then
I remember this story and individually wrapped each one. I mean, it's like you're getting a lot underneath the tree.
they were all the same scarf. So it'd be like a blue scarf and then it'd be the exact same scarf. And it'd be like, oh, the green one. Oh, the black one.
Is all the time. I don't even wear scarves, but thanks.
Multi-pack of nail polish he got was like, it wasn't Wicked themed because Wicked wasn't out then, but it was some movie that was close to that. So it was like lime green, like forest green, gray, black. I was like, in what world?
It was like leftover from Halloween.
Oh.
It was the dollar store. Like I can have like the witch nails.
Oh God. My mom was like, I think he's a con artist, Steve. I think he's a con artist. And I was like, no.
Post on Valentine's Day.
Mm-hmm.
It's really just like throwing out some green flags.
He's the same guy who didn't have a credit score high enough to lease his own car, so it was in my name because I was a dumb idiot at 23 and put it in my name and then realized he couldn't make the monthly payment and that was a problem.
Gotta love him, right?
Yeah, taught me a lot about finances. Ever. Did you wait? You haven't watched any of Love Is Blind, have you?
What? This in Minnesota this season?
Yeah.
Like how I just changed my accent for that?
Yeah. What
I was
was that?
Minnesota? Like what the fuck? Like why did I just do that? Like
Those Mammoth? Fuck you, I want one. Glenn has all the alcohol.
I have a whole bag full of them in my fridge.
Damn. Damn.
I don't even.
Yeah, because I brought those. Why do you have them? Bitch. Stole my Topo Chico. No, so I've been watching Love Is Blind, and we're going to do a whole episode on it, but there's one woman on it, and she effectively, like, at some point during the relationship with the guy is like, yeah, I just, like, want to let you know, like, I've had relationships with women. And he's like, cool, cool, cool. And she's like, yeah, but, like, I would definitely never marry him. And he was like, okay. And he was like, well, are you still interested in women? And she's like, yeah, of course. But, like, I would never marry him. And it becomes this, like, weird, trippy thing. Not to get too serious, but I was thinking about it in terms of, like, the amount of, I've seen a lot of this recently. Brianna Chicken Fry is getting, you know who Brianna Chicken Fry is?
She's been
She's
hooking up.
getting, oh yeah, and your boy Zach. Um, she's getting a lot of crap on the internet recently for like queer baiting. Do you know what that is?
No, you're teaching me so many new lingos.
Words. Oh, I'm going to teach you about man keeping next.
I know what
Don't
man
worry.
keeping is.
What is it?
When they need to trim down below.
Oh no!
Manscaping. Never mind.
Oh my God. Anyways, back to queer baiting. It's like when someone who's straight kind of like flirts with people who aren't straight or whatnot, and like thinks it's fine and fun and games, and like could lead. Do you don't watch Southern Hospitality at all?
A little. I've dabbled in it.
Okay, so TJ is gay in that show, right? And who's the guy who's dating Maddie?
I know who you're talking about. The cute,
Okay.
dark-haired one. Yeah.
Yeah, J, whatever.
JD or
So
JD or something like that.
yeah, so the straight one has like cuddled with TJ. That was like a storyline a season or two ago, and TJ liked him, and so they got into a conversation about it, and TJ was like, well, yeah, like you're cuddling with me in bed, and the straight one's like, well, yeah, but I'm not gay, so it's not weird. And he's like, yeah, but I am gay, so like I'm taking this as like you're coming on to me or whatever, right?
Yeah.
Anyways,
That's
it's
a
kind of
situation. Yeah.
yeah, exactly. And so Brianna Chicken Fry got accused of it recently. Anyways, there's like a woman on Love Is Blind who basically was like talking about how she just like hooks up with women, but she doesn't have any interest in them, and like effectively it's like getting validation, but you know it's not going to go anywhere. You know there's not going to be any emotional attachment because you're only going to marry a man.
Being emotionally unavailable.
Yeah, it's like it's really interesting to think about is because of how much it affects like the LGBTQ community.
Yeah,
because like this person's hooking up with them, leading them on, whatever, and
they have no intention of it going anywhere.
I
mean, but could you also spin that on the hetero side and be like, some of the men and women that hook up with someone just to get validation and to keep themselves like,
for sure.
Like here recently, like we heard a girl out and she was like, well, I'm not really interested in him. I just keep him around because I like to have a warm body.
For sure. No, like, happens all the time.
Up, you know, like that's kind of mean.
It's fucked up, but I think the difference for me is that you're not fucking with someone's sexuality. I think it's so hard for people to come out. Even now, like it's still hard and you don't know what their background is. And so like that's the piece that like gets me. But man keeping. Okay, so
not
manscaping. I was telling Glenn about man keeping. I read this really interesting article when we were driving back from Mammoth, and I'm gonna butcher it, but the premise of the article was that it was talking about the male loneliness epidemic. And it was basically being like men are lonely because of a lot of reasons. We all think that men are lonely because, oh, my light went out. No more light for me. So anyways, we all think that men are lonely because they aren't in relationships, right? Like don't have a significant other or whatever, but the loneliness is far deeper rooted than that. And the premise of the article was saying that men as children are not taught to express emotion. They're not taught to start having comfortable, close relationships with other men, right? The way we girls gossip, tell each other secrets, whatever, men are not encouraged to do that. So they never do that. They don't grow up having that kind of relationship with other guys the same way like Glenn was like, yeah, me and my guy friends don't talk about that. Like they don't have those conversations, right? So there's a void of them being able to like be vulnerable or emotionally open up to anyone because they've never had that. And the first time that they usually do that is in the confines of a relationship. So then the woman becomes their entire emotional support because they don't have anyone else. Whereas women have friends. And so the man's not taking the brunt of it. And oftentimes we don't even tell the guy because they're not as emotional. In the flip of that, we're taking on all of their emotions and we're caretaking for them because, and this was the weird part or the new part to that whole discussion was because these guys did not form those close emotional friendships with other guys at a young age. Their friendships are very transactional. Like, let's go watch a game. They don't necessarily always span time. They don't necessarily have huge friend groups. And so when they get in a relationship, the social calendar usually becomes completely dictated by the woman. And or they become
like,
what'd you say?
Like I have enough emotions on my own. Like that'd be hard to like have to manage a man's emotions too, you know?
Well, yeah, you're managing his emotions, but now you're also managing his social calendar because he doesn't have anywhere to go. He doesn't have.
Don't you think that that's kind of changing though? Like I do think that men are getting more comfortable, and I'm going to preface the word man there, are getting more comfortable speaking about their emotions. And I always love whenever I meet a guy, or if I've been like, you know, kind of seeing a guy or getting to know him and he's like, "Oh, well, I kind of like have like my guys night or like my men's group type of thing." Like some people might find that to be kind of cheesy and dumb, but I'm like, "No, that's so healthy." Like I love whenever I hear that. I'm like, "Great. Good for you."
Sure. You're on a different part of the argument or the different part of the story from where I am. But yes,
you're saying that it's not very prevalent. It's they're not raised that way in that sense. You know what I mean? And that they're saying that they use it. Their friendships become transactional in the sense of we're going to go watch a game, and that's kind of all that they do together in that sense.
Yes, and I would love them to do what you're talking about, of course.
Yeah.
And I think that there is a shift there, but that the man keeping part was that women have effectively become the social calendar, social planners for the guys in their life. And because our friendship groups are generally so much bigger, so much deeper, so much like women are planners, women like all of this stuff.
It's like
And
me and my friends are doing this. Why don't you come along and invite some of your guy friends?
or they just become friends with my friends' significant others. Like Glenn would become friends with whoever you're dating. You know what I mean? Glenn's friends with Chad, whoever, right? And and not for me because I don't mind it, but like for some women, that feels like a really big burden and responsibility. And they start to resent the man because not only are they dealing with them emotionally, not only are they dealing with them socially, but now they're like, that man's entire happiness is on them. It's a lot of responsibility. If you go to a party and it sucks, like you were the social planner. If you can't, like it just becomes a large response. You're kind of become responsible for their happiness because they haven't figured out how to find it themselves or how to like get to that deeper place themselves. And the term for it is man keeping. That was where I was going full circle.
That's interesting. I mean, I probably like, I've definitely like, I'm familiar with that, but I didn't know there was actually like a term for it. I also just learned what prone bone meant over the weekend.
What's that mean?
Heard that. Somebody had told me. I guess it's what I'm completely digressing. It's a completely different subject. We're off subject.
But what's prone bone? Now I'm invested.
I guess it's whenever you are laying on your stomach and a man comes in from behind is what I guess the term prone bone is. And I had never heard that before. So that's it might be like a closer to Gen Z term. Who knows? But
Who knows?
Anyway, that was a new one.
Why'd you learn that, Britt?
But anyway, so another term, but that's interesting. I'm going to shut my computer now. Okay, bye-bye.
Oh, don't shut your computer. Don't leave me yet. Yeah, no, there's so many terms. Well, so then Glenn texted me because I sent him like 3 party full invites for things that I had.
Yeah, you have like the busiest social calendar of anyone I know. Like, I don't even know how you find out some of the things you find out. I'm like, you're like, oh, this is going on. This is going on. I'm like, when do you have time to find all of these events going on? Because, I mean, I don't even know.
You do a lot. You do a lot.
I mean, I do a lot, but like, I
Always
find like random parties and or like get-togethers or gatherings, and I'm like, where did you hear about that? Like, who tells you these things?
Well, so I sent him the 3 partyfuls that we're going to over the next few weeks or whatever. And he literally responds back because I was reading the article to him and he was like, okay, so is the correct terminology you're man keeping me or I'm man keeping you?
I love Glenn. He's the best.
And I'm dead.
For masculinity purposes, let's just tell him that he's man keeping you, you know?
He was like, I just want to make sure I get it right. It's like, okay, Glenn. On that note, shall we go get a beverage? I mean, you already have one, but like, I would like a beverage.
Yeah, let's go.
Okay, don't log off. I'm just gonna end it.